So last night when I came home, there wasn't any snow at all. Well, there was just tiny little bits on the pavement. Yeah, that snow's alright. And the thing is, it's going to stay below zero practically all day. So this will be staying. I think, honestly, we'll go to the park later on. Yeah, I mean, I need to have some breakfast first. It's only 10 to 8. So do that and then go out. So there is some snow up here, like light dustings of it. So I'm curious to know what the field's going to be like. Because I said to myself yesterday, I'd rather go out on the bike for like nearly an hour or so before it snows. And it didn't snow at all last night. But it snowed now. So I'm not going out when it's biking. I'm not going out biking when it's snowing. So I literally came on here yesterday and it was green with little remnants of snow. Just little bits of snow. Freaking hell. This is different. Okay. Let him go. They're enjoying this though. What was I saying? So there was little bits of snow, whereas like now it's actually covered in the stuff. Yeah, I finished at 10 to 10 yesterday as opposed to 11 o'clock, and I can kind of see that happening again because of travel. God, they are crazy. They needed to come out. You know, funnily enough, this morning when I got up, they was just they just looked really knackered, and they were like, "Oh no, we're not going out." But look at that. He is running. He's better than it was yesterday. Oh, he's there. So, am I still wearing shorts? You're damn right I am. I have not changed any filters to my phone. This is how it looks. Like a kind of calming mood. Whoa! Well, as I say, Chester yesterday wasn't that up for anything. Because it just wasn't really. But I'm actually glad to see him playing a bit more now, actually. And I've only done... Actually, I've not even done a lap yet of the field. Some birds on the post. Well, I'm glad I went out biking yesterday, because I can have a day off today, and rightly so, because I'm not going to go biking in this sort of weather. Definitely not. So I set off at 8:30. I can come back for like 10:30. Go out for like an hour and a half. I don't have to stay on the field the entire time, but I like the colour of that. You have like all that is going to be full of snow. You just know it, right? And then you've got your transition to lighter colours that way. See, when it's snowy like this, you've just got to take opportunity and be out in it and enjoy it. Like, it's one of these situations I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing a 5:11, because in that sort of sense it might clear away a little bit before I've even got to work. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. I've done one lap of the field. Let's do another lap, shall we? Oh, and also as well, I'm just thinking, because it's snowy and it's cold, the ground is harder, so it's more easy to walk on. Yeah, this is beneficial actually. Nice. I tell you what, I'm able to get some good pictures. You've not got your lights on. You should do, really. I'm just being careful as well because there's actually a lot of people out at the moment. Come back! You know, for a second then I thought she was going over the wall then. I was like, please don't. Don't go over! You do not live there. You know, actually, if this is how this looks, so you got the view there of that. I'm curious to know what Greetland field looks like. Could go there later on. I'll tell you the one thing the snow does to you, it brings out the inner child in you. Because there's people going to school now, because it's commuting time. There's so many people out. I can kind of get why. Snow. But yeah, it's nice. I think I'm gonna go back onto the field now, and I might come back onto this bit maybe. Actually, do you know Greetland? If I go down to Greetland Field, I've got this field right here, so I might as well just come to this one. Oh, there's people. There is so many people over that way throwing snowballs at each other. And we've got a dog owner just shouting at people. Let's go. Basically, there's all the lads getting snowballs and up girls like, no, don't. You can kind of picture what happens next. If you can't, then basically the boys are throwing it at the girls. That's pretty funny. They're all down that way. I think it blurred a little bit though. Yep, walking past the gym bit on the park, and yeah, people have done snow angels. I can just literally still hear them all down here. They're like literally scattering around. That's the thing, you can bloody well hear them. Might not be able to see them, but I can damn well hear them. That's funny. Good on them. You can still hear them. Something I thought about from work yesterday. When it's cold like this, it's such a straight, quick reaction to go get a hot drink. But when I'm at work, hot drinks, actually the only hot drink that will not wake me, that will not sleep me down, is like a latte. If you get hot chocolate, that will drop my awakeness right down. So I don't want to do that. It's good to see a lot of people at once. Like, I've never met any of these people here. Oh, and also as well, earlier, down there was a mum with a daughter. And the mum was saying, "Are you not cold in shorts?" I said, "Do you know, surprisingly not. Actually not. They're both in uniform." And I was like, "I'm actually not cold." That's a strange thing. Because when you get used to wearing shorts in all sorts of type of weather, you're kind of just immune. You're just kind of immune to it. Like, this is actually kind of nice, actually. I'm going to pretty much walk past them again. I think I know who they are. I can't really hear them as such now. Something so dirty when it's snowed looks actually kind of cool. I'm literally just zigzagging really. I'm doing a few laps on there, then a few laps on here. I can't fully do a lap on like each bit because them dog walkers are just so well, I want to say wanker, but yeah, pretty much having a go at the people really. My dogs went over to him and they were just a bit of a dick, so I thought, yeah, just avoid him. I think they are going through that bin. But mine gone. Right, he's there. Right, back to the field it is. Good dogs. And actually walking on snow will help with my training, because when you get used to walking on like multi-surfaces and then like tarmac, you can kind of like get into that little bit of a rut in like doing the same thing over and over and over again. And when you walk in snow, it kind of breaks that rut and breaks that hoodoo. So like when you get used to this, it's kind of like you kind of like relearn walking on concrete. And it sounds daft, but walking on many surfaces as you can actually helps. I'm not saying on this March the 26th it's going to snow. I don't know. I really don't know. Because you can't plan the weather for that far ahead. But yeah, you can't really do that. Well, I'm not going to lie, but that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So I've checked the weather forecast for today, and it's not going to snow again now. Not at all. It only snowed for a few hours this morning. Ignore them. It only snowed for a few hours this morning. It's not a bloody lot though, because it's stuck quite well. Then for the rest of the day it's actually not going to snow. It's going to stay cold, but there's actually going to be some sun coming out. I can actually see it come out right now. Yep. So it'd be nice to enjoy some winter sun and keep walking. You know, one thing I will say now, work right now will be busy. Today will definitely be busy because it's snowing. It's nice, people want to be out in the snow. And with the promo items coming back, the Mac Junior, the Grand Mac, and the Big Mac with basically if you want bacon in it or not. I've nearly been out an hour. How? That's gone fast. Because I've just walked back and forth between this field and then that little park bit. How has that happened? Well, at the same time I'm vlogging as well, so I am draining my phone as well. I found a video of a comparison between Resident Evil 2, when it actually came out, and the remake now. And it's like, just shows you like how far gaming's come in a very short space of time. Like Resident Evil 2, when it came out, I remember playing that game when my cousins had a PS2, or was it an Xbox that they had, like the first one. I remember playing it though. I remember playing it, and at the time it was like, whoa, it was quite scary for the time of what it was, and the graphics were like, to then they were good, because it was good for that time. But then you look at the remake, because like, first of all, like watching Resident Evil 7, the graphics for that is just like really good. And then you look at the remake for 2, like it's just better graphics than 7. And Resident Evil 7 graphics are just brilliant. And then to see 2 get remade, it was like, what? Like insane. And like, I was kind of looking into it thinking like, oh, it's not all going to be in the police station, is it? And it's not. It's actually really good. You just look at how far it's come, like character models, textures, and how the game works, and storyline, and they're both very different games because it's a remake. Yeah, it's definitely because I remember playing 2 and I remember playing 2 and it being scary. I was only young playing it, so having that thought and remembering that, if I was to play the remake, I'd probably shit myself because I just probably would. Well, we've been on the field an hour. Where's this side of cat to go? Well, yesterday I did 3.4 miles with the dogs. 1.8 mile in the morning and then 1.6 in the afternoon. And, well, just this morning I've done that now, which is better. So this afternoon I can go out for a bit longer and feel better for myself. So I'm out on a dog's walk and I'm literally only going to be like half an hour. Get past 3ish, get back for then, do a basic walk. It's strange that this morning feels like the same day as to now. Like, it sounds daft like it's the same day, but like it was just covered in snow and everywhere was covered in it, and it was just a winter wonderland practically. And now it's kind of disappearing because the sun's out and it's just melting it all practically. It's just melting all the snow. When I walked along here this morning, damn, that was strange to say, but the other way there was loads of snow and ice, and it was just practically a white out really. But now there's like little bits of snow just scattered around. And yes, I am mad enough to wear just a coat and a t-shirt and my shorts, so yeah. So this is like a second walk really, so to have done 4.8 miles this morning was quite a bizarre actually thing to do, because like yesterday my dog's actually not gonna, because I was like thinking about it, like I'd done 1.8 miles in the morning, 1.6 miles in the evening, in the afternoon, so I did 3.4 miles of walking with the dogs, and I thought to myself, like, I've got to do more than that tomorrow because that's poor. So to do 4.8 miles on a first walk was like just smashing both of them walks combined, and then to do this walk now, I only have to do 1.4 miles on this walk and then I've done 10k. I forget when the dogs are on this path, they don't walk with me. So I'm going to do quite a basic walk, get back home, and then yeah, just have a bath I think, and then freshen up and then get changed and then get ready to work. Get ready to go to work. I don't think now I'm going to actually finish early tonight. If I do, then I can't, that's good. But yeah, it'd be nice to finish early. I'll see what happens when I get into work. I don't mind finishing at 11. Don't mind at all. But that's all to come really. See what happens and get stuck in when I get to work. Literally just done a back and forth. That's all I'm doing. And I was thinking about it. Friday is the 1st of February. So that would be the day to do a 10k really, in one go. And then I can smash it, and then I can just think about like doing other things elsewhere. Because what I will do, actually I'm not going to put it as a race, but I'll do, because there's a virtual 5k where you've got to put it as a race and then it's done. and then I'll probably just do a 10k walk, and then do a 5k walk again to then get the virtual 5. And then there's the elevation. There's 200 kilometers of walking. I hope there's some Strava challenges, like ones that aren't Strava, like ones that are a speciality one, like run 20 miles in a week or do 100 minutes of exercising a week. Hopefully there's something like that, and hopefully there's something to do with the biking as well, which would be nice to do, because I like getting out a bike and I like completing biking challenges as well. So I've done roughly a mile when I get back home, and I need to do 1.4 miles. To be fair, let's face it, I'm at 0.9 right now, to be fair, and I'll get home having done like 1.1, 1.2. Let's face it, the bus stop is 0.5 miles away. So let's face it, I'll do it. You know, it's really light for 4 o'clock. You know, yesterday when I set off, because it was being forecast to snow and it was a bit overcast, it was darker in the sky, so it looked a lot darker than this. So to see this at this time, it's actually quite nice, I suppose. So when I get to work, it'll be still going dark, but it'll be nicer weather actually. It's strange, like this morning it was all like snowy the sky and snowing and snow all over. I mean, there's still snow now, but there's only remnants of it. There's not like, it's just scattered. It's like you could see the snow this morning, but it's like trying to see it. You see like the bits left behind, because it's been sunny. It's all practically been melting. It's still cold, but it's not as cold, thankfully. So time to walk to the bus stop, get on a bus and go to work. So being on this walk, I've already surpassed 10k. I only needed to do 0.1 miles. Yeah, that's piss easy. And what else is there? 4:14 is when the 503 comes. I'm literally going to go to that next bus stop and wait. And all the snow's practically gone. So here we go. Well, it's a bit foggy. Still cold. There's still a bit of snow around. Because it's still cold, it's like -1. The snow's going to stay around these bits. I'm only going out for like half an hour because my dad said to me last night that he wanted to go out as well for a walk later on before he goes to work. I was like, alright. And I said I'd like to take them out first for a little bit and then go out together. Again, I think it'll be too cold and too icy to go biking. It's not great weather. But you might be able to see from the clouds behind me how foggy it is. I'll try it the other way. You can't even see the horizon. It's just a pure whiteout. And then that's what the path looks like. So people have already walked on it. It looks quite surreal. This isn't what it looked like yesterday. I mean, there was, gosh, it's cold. I've come out with no gloves. I've come out with a hat though, thankfully. Gosh. It's really foggy. God, it's me. I thought it would have been nice today. Maybe not. I didn't want to come along the viaduct when it was snowing because people like to smash glass. I'm just going to show you this. Look how surreal that looks. You can actually get a good idea of the cloud line with being on the viaduct. I were going to go along Poo Path, but there was a extortionate amount of people on the path, and I thought, do you know, I'll come this way for a change. So I'm just going to watch out for, well, thankfully the snow is just on the left side, so that's a good thing. It's really foggy and such. When you're higher up, you can't really see much. I can't really make out the top of the top. I could only, so regarding Greenland, I could only really see like where sunny, like a little bit up it, and that's it. I can't see anything else. Oh god, it's not warm at all. It means actually going onto this viaduct bit now. I can actually let the dogs off in a lot. It means I can let the dogs off in a minute. It's just not when there's loads of glass on the viaduct. So my initial plan with dog walks is to do this one now, get back for like 9:30ish, nearly 10:45ish, then get back home for then my dad will probably want to set off at like 11:30, 12 o'clock to go on a walk for like half an hour, or even at best maybe an hour. We plan it in. I don't know, it depends, like whatever my dad wants, whatever he wants to do really. So where was I? Do a walk now, do a walk with my dad depending on how long he wants to do. That's if he wants to go out. And then when he's gone, take him out for like another half an hour or so, and then wait till this evening to go out with my mum then. Yeah, that works. I think I need to get this cut, don't you think? I was just pausing because someone went the other way, and I'm just watching out for ice as well. But apart from that, what's the saying? I need to get this cut. Yeah, I think actually no, I don't think so because it's still quite thin. So yeah, diversifying it a little bit, doing the viaduct 8 walk, which I would normally do for one walk, and I would normally do this walk as another walk. So do you know what I'm doing? I'm going this way, along like this way, so I'm doing a 2-in-1 walk, a 2-in-1 routes walk, whilst it's the way it is. Still winter wonderland. We actually go to the field later on, or actually when my dad gets up, if he does get up, go to the field together. It'd be nice to do that, because then the dogs at least are getting a good run. Wrong way, wrong way, I said wrong way, because my dog is dumb. Should go down that way. Yeah, we could go to the field. I wonder if it's still snowy then, because it was like cold yesterday and then all the snow practically melted, except for down here really. It's not melted down this way, which is quite nice actually. Like that, it's quite nice. So I don't think the field, because the field, oh my Jesus, that was icy. I've got to be careful of ice because it is in the minus area of temperature. I'm not, oh god, just being super careful now. I don't think we can go up that way. I don't really think we should go up that way because it'd be quite bad, should imagine. I'm just thinking if the field's going to be really, we'll be careful. We'll have to really watch out for ice. because there's a lot of it. Damn. So you literally just do this walk and then head back home. Look. Freaking hell, dog, are you coming? Sometimes I think I'm walking on my own. Yeah, and then get home and then feed the dogs and then see what my dad does, because I don't know if he's going to get up to fair. Either it might be down to just me walking the dogs as per usual to fair. Do you know, coincidentally, there's a van in every one of these car parks reversing out and coming out. Okay. Because the clouds are so low and like it's really foggy and the clouds are really low down, and because it's really cold still, it would normally rain, wouldn't it? But because it's cold and it's in the minus, it is snow instead. It's been snowing a bit. I wonder if it'll get nicer during the day. I'll check when I get home though. I was going to try filming in peace, but then there was a massive load of trucks that came at once. You can see how white it is. Literally white out. You can't even see the road. Well, if you can bloody just make it out. Do you know, I'm going to say this now. I'm shocked how many vehicles have not got lights on. Because it's like that, and I'll do it that way. You can't really see that much. To be fair, why the hell have people not got the lights on? I mean, that's just common sense, right? Like you would have them on. But I think to a lot of people that requires a super level of knowledge. I've actually got a lot of footage to edit when I get home, right? So I've got some video files of vlogging, and I've downloaded a lot of live stream footage for gaming, like footage from Michael's perspective that he's done from Mixer, and then I've downloaded some of the live streams from Ryan's live stream from when I did it on the tablet, or off his Xbox. So I'm going to go through that and edit like best bits of it and make some montages out of them, because I said ages ago it'd be a good idea to make some like rage charges, like the best of rage of what I've got. So it'd be a good idea, right?